A very good afternoon to all of you. I welcome you all to session number 13 of ICF travel series Break Free. And our speaker for today is Mr. Selvarajan. And we are going to go bird watching with him. And it's going to be an interesting session. We don't get to see birds in our cities. So I hope he will show us some species, some rare species, some common species. And I also welcome the members of Green Circle with which Mr. Selvarajan is associated. And travel and environment, both of these things are like connected. And that's
Absolutely.
why today we are all here to listen and watch an interesting session on bird watching by Mr. Selvarajan. So over to you, Mr. Selvarajan now.
Thank you, Mr. Vivek. It's very nice to talk in your Indian Copywriters Forum. It's really a new thing for me because I had been always talking to the people, environmentalists and all. Now you have given me a very good opportunity for me to talk. I must thank you. So nice of you. And I have been watching your sessions also. Wonderful. It's all wonderful. They are all sharing their experience in traveling, especially in Himalayan areas and all those things. I have been continuously seeing it for the last 2 3 months, and it's fabulous indeed. Everybody is giving some new experience. Well, today, without wasting my time, let me go for my presentation because I have got much more things to show, and I think I must have the time management also. So, therefore, I would like to start my presentation immediately so that it will go without any hindrance. Let's go together. Well, let me go for my sharing of this thing. One second, let me share. It's going to some other thing, no? I'll do like that. One second. That's why I just wanted to be very careful about it. Yes, friends, thank you very much for being here. And I have Mr. Murli with me, who is my regular trekker, co-trekker, and we used to share all our trips together. That's why I requested him to be here to share some of the experience about the travel, because the series is about travel and also birds. Both things together we have to talk. Therefore, I thought that he must be also there because he is a voracious trekker in Himalayan areas, and he will be able to throw more light on it. Yes, let's go ahead. One second. Let me. Why this is not. Okay, friends. I'm ready with my presentation right now. Yes, I'm a banker by profession and a birder by choice. This is my tagline, which I'm always using it because I have my profession, which is banking, but I have chosen birding as my career, as my interest right from the college days. Therefore, I just start my presentation with a small CV of myself, that is banker by profession and birder by choice. Well, let me go to my first love with birds. My first love with birds started in the year 1974-75 when I was doing my, what do you call, college course, BSc Zoology in Bishop Weber College, Tiruchirappalli, where I was going through my second year, and my professor, Dr. Daniel Westy, has beautifully explained bird migration. In fact, I was not much interested in zoology or biology in whatsoever. But it is he, Professor Daniel Wesley, who has created some interest in bird migration. In those days, technology was also not much developed, but the way he has presented it, I was very much interested in bird anatomy and bird migration. I started taking some, interest, and some curiosity was there to know what is bird migration. And basically, I was not coming into the hobby of birding just because of the colors of the birds. First and foremost thing which attracted me was bird migration, how these birds are flying for a longer distance and all those things. So that has made me come into the field of birding, and I took it as my hobby. And birding was for me just by accident. I took this one for the very simple reason, in my balcony, one bird fell down from the roof, and I was in Trichinopalli, and I was studying in Bishop College in my second year. So professor was talking about birds in the class, and there's a small juvenile bird which is just within, you can put it within the palm, fell down on my balcony, and I was curious to know what kind of bird it is. It's so soft, it never had any feathers or anything like that. It was just born, I thought. So therefore, I thought I must show some interest in it. I must know what kind of bird it is, what is the species. I just wanted to know. So what happened? I took that small bird in a small packet and just rushed to my college. College was in walkable distance, and my idea was to meet Professor Daniel Wesley and ask him what is this bird, and I just want to know it. But Professor Daniel Wesley was not there by that time when I reached the college. But the peon, the lab attendant was there. He asked me, why you have come this time? And I just wanted to know this bird from Professor. No, he has gone. You show me the bird. I showed him, and that bird was, he took that in his hand and said, this is nothing but your sparrow young one. It was born just 1 or 2 days back, he said. I was feeling ashamed that I was not knowing, even though I was a biology student, I was doing dissections in the class of birds, even. I've done some PG and dissection and all those things in my class. But I was surprised that, I was not knowing even the small fact. Then I thought, oh my, okay, I must have some kind of information about the birds. I started like that. This is an accident. And later on, I had joined one Mr. Natarajan, who was running a wildlife society, conservation society. And this society was a small one in those days. Not much of electronic device, nothing was there. And we were all communicating with each other through some, newsletters and all. His newsletters used to attract me and used to write about birds. And the first bird with him, I have gone to some of the nearby areas like Kolli Hills. I have gone, and he has shown me one first bird that is wagtail. I don't remember what kind of wagtail it is, but this is the first. Rendezvous with the birds. So I would like to say that this was the first experience for me in birding. Then later on, what happened was my journey continued in the birding, and my birding journey was not so small. It is very long, because 1975 to right now, you just imagine, I can put it in three segments rather, because up to 1975 it was college, and it was my experience in biology about the birds in the ornithology. That is my first encounter with the birds rather. Then I thought of going further in the birding, but I was not getting much opportunity from 1976 to 1988, since I was posted in my bank, Syndicate Bank, where I was working as a staff member. And from that onwards, from up to 1988, it was about 12 years. It was a very rushing journey for me, both banking and family together. It has taken me a lot of time. It was fully engaging. I was not getting any time for relaxing. Still, I was managing to go for certain natural places, and I tried to do some natural activities right from my 1975. Even in the college also, I was doing something. And later on, up to 1988, I could not do in an organized fashion. Then came the very important milestone in my career, 1988 to 1993, when I was elected as the president of Erode Environment Society. Erode is a place which is very famous for business and textile industry, especially dyeing and printing industry, which was throwing much of what you call chemicals into the river Kaveri. and many environmental movements were there, and Erode Environment Society was one of the biggest one. So I became the president of that association, and I started working in environment from that day onwards. And later on, myself and my friend G. Paramasivam, I used to call him as G. Paramasivam, with whom still I am in touch. Almost every week I am talking to him over phone. He is in Tamil Nadu, I am in Delhi. But still I am in touch with him, and every day, every week we just share our experience with nature and environment. Mr. Paramasivam was supporting me in all my activities. He was a botanist actually. Basically, he was a MPhil in botany and teaching botany in his college, in his school rather. And but he was very much interested in the birds, and we both of us used to take small books like this book, Salim Ali's, Dr. Salim Ali's book, and we had only binoculars, and we started moving in the nearby areas, sometimes in Western Ghats, sometimes camping, sometimes trekking. All these things started in this period. And in fact, I will say this is the period which has given me much interest in the birding especially. I will talk about it little later. But let me come to the next period when I have shifted to Delhi because I was promoted and I came on bank as an officer. And I was here from 93 till date. I'm still here. I'm having my family settled here. And in fact, this is a period when I was longing for somebody. I was searching for somebody whom I can have some kind of environmental discussion with somebody, and birding discussion, trekking discussion, all these things. So luckily, my bank provided me a very good friend in Mr. Murlidhar, and I met him in Patodi, Haryana, where I was also posted. He was also posted, and we used to go by train every day from Delhi cantonment to the Patodi, the place where it takes 2 hours time, and every day we used to see in the windows the some of the birds and other things. He is a trekker, is a voracious trekker and mountaineer, and so we both had like-mindedness, and our journey started moving in this direction. He also showed some interest in birds, and he's a very good nature photographer. So we both started working together. This is still now we are going. I have my NGO in which he is a joint secretary, myself is a secretary. We are going together still till date. Now, when I talked about in search of birds, in search of birds, I realized that I have an internal urge to watch the birds. It was in 1988 itself. I had an urge for watching the birds. I seriously restarted my birding trials in 1989 when I was posted as officer in my bank's Erode branch. That is the place which has given me ample opportunities to work in the field of nature, environment, and birds, especially. Banking did not attract me that much like birding. I would like to say that banking is a very monotonous job, but yes, still till date, I'm a professional in banking. That is a part. That is a part. I was focusing my attention on this hobby or love for my interest in birds and nature. Trekking in Western Ghats, visiting nearby water bodies, listening to the chirping of birds, and gazing at colorful feathers. Checklisting. I started checklisting how many birds we have seen. We put it in a list because I had some handbooks in Dr. Salim Ali's books were there. That those were the only books, in those days, not much. Even if you see my book, it is very old. I'm keeping it still. I'm keeping this word as my Bible. The fact which are mentioned in this book are not still available in one of the best books which I am coming across nowadays. Salim Ali is great. He was keeping everything in this book. If you want to know about some peculiar moments of a bird, if you look at this, if you see this book, you will be finding, he will be definitely mentioning it. So I love that book still, though many taxonomy has changed in this one. Now, if I'm putting together my total banking journey from 1975 to till date, I can put it is all about birding for the last 45 years. Just started with the bird anatomy and migration. Then I was going to bird watching, which is a hobby. Just like hobby, I developed it, and then I started checklisting it around 1988. Then 1993. This is in a milestone in my career as birder. So 1998, I will talk about this in the next two slides with some examples also, you will be finding it. 1998, we started visiting the lots of sanctuaries. Then 2005, I have started checklisting now. Almost around 67 checklists are there in the eBirds, which is a global electronic portal where people from all over the world are listing the birds seen by them. So I think by this time I should have crossed 100 also, but yes, COVID-19 and all those things, I was not able to list out many birds right now. In 2012, bird photography, it's a new hobby I have taken, and I was having some exposure earlier, but I was seriously taking this bird photography with the zoom lens and all in the year 2012, and by 2016 I started, recording videos, and but still I was not very serious about YouTube videos and other things. Now I have enough time. I'm doing that one, going for actual movement of birds. You just give a photograph, it is only giving one static still photo. But if you are giving the picture of video of a bird, it will be very interesting. So I have gone for that. Now 2016. Right now, I am trying to do it something in this area. So this is about my in a picture. I can give you what step by step what I have done in my birding. So after saying all these things, some of you may ask me, what is birding for me? You may ask me, what is birding for you? So if you ask me, I can say that birding is having lots of things to offer for me. Whatever I'm going to show it here is all my experience only. These are the things really in my life I have experienced. First and foremost, one is birding is a joy. Birding is a joy and happiness. It gives happiness to you. Second one is, it gives peace of mind. Even if you are having some kind of a lot of works which you have to do, it gives you peace of mind. When you are going and sitting in a place, in a natural place, and looking at the birds, absolutely phenomenal it is. I love it. The third one is, you learn the habit of having some patience, because for watching a bird, you need patience, lot of patience. Bird will not come and parade in front of you. You need to go and stand in front of it and just wait for the right moment to come out of it. My friends who are there in birding, it's many people are here in this audience also. They may be knowing that birding is not such a small thing. You need to have patience. So that patience will be, transformed into your life also, as being so patient in your decision and all those things. Then comes the curiosity. This is one of the important things which we get when we are looking at the birds, because it's having different colors, different movements, different beak size, different leg size, different wings, different colors. So when you are seeing, what is this bird? I must know what it is. Today, in my WhatsApp group, people write to me, they see a small bird and ask me, what is this bird? Because this is curiosity. This curiosity makes you interested in life to find out new and new things. Not only in birding, you will be having some curiosity to know so many other things. Well, you have got concentration power will come up, because when you are watching the bird, watching means concentration. You need concentration, otherwise both the birds will be similar to, in sometimes it will be similar. So you need concentration. And the other thing which I learned is listening. You have to listen to the calls of the birds. On the other day, we were in a nearby water body, and my friend was asking what is the call, which bird it is, and I was saying that it is brown-headed barbet, because I have been observing it for a long time, how it is giving its call and other things. We know it. So listening power develops, and your ears are also becoming powerful. So this is another benefit which I have got. So after all this, and what I get in life is stress relief, complete stress relief. Once we go now, last 1 year we are not able to go out, because I'm pressurizing Mr. Murli, but he is stopping me because I'm having some health issues. Says let us wait, we'll go later on. So we both are waiting for an opportunity to go out, because if 3 days camp, if you are going out, what a stress relief you will get. Absolutely fantastic it is. So we go to every place, in Himachal, in Uttarakhand, so many areas we go there, and we get stress relief. And love for nature, yes, this is also one thing which comes because of the birding, love for nature. See, these are all the byproducts, or I don't know what it is exactly, but the love for nature is created because you are looking at the bird in its natural place. So you get the love for nature. Then trekking and travel, these are all the things which are, which goes hand in hand, with birding. If you want to see bird, window birding is also there. I agree. You can watch the birds from your just next door also. But when you go to new places, you will find lots of varieties of species. So we start moving out, and you organize camps, you organize trekking expeditions, and all those things. We love to go move around. Then comes what is known as, one second, yeah, uh, desire to conserve. This is one thing which I would love to say, because I started as a birder, but I have turned into an environmental activist. I won't say I'm a big environmentalist or anything like that, but I turned into an environmental activist just because of my love for nature and love for birds. So this is one of the important thing qualities which I have developed. I would like to say, it's thanks to birding, and above all, you need to be a team worker in the sense. Sorry, one second. You will be a team player, teamwork will come. You cannot be an individual person, cannot be a team, and you need to work with everyone. That will be giving a better opportunity for being a leader. So these are all the benefits which I got in birding. So what is birding according to me? If this one slide can tell you. Now, sometimes people ask me, can anyone be a birder? Yeah, anyone can be a birder. Birding is not a very big deal at all. I can prove how it is. I can say to you. Now, simply just look at this. Once again, look at these birds. All of you know a crow, a pigeon, a sparrow, a kingfisher, a woodpecker. All these birds, every day you are seeing it. Okay, let us see another set of birds: eagle, vulture, cuckoo, duck, peacock. So another five birds, you know it. Now you are turning into a birder, all of you. Now one more line I will show you. Once again, this is not going actually. I have to hide the floating. Okay. So dove, myna, parakeet, stork, and bulbul. So I am giving you 15 birds. I think even third standard, even nowadays, kindergarten children know about all these birds. So once you know all these birds, what is stopping you to be a birder? Now, only thing is there are several varieties in crows: common crow, jungle crow, ravens and other things are there. If you come to pigeon, yellow-footed pigeon, green pigeon, yellow-footed green pigeon, wedge-backed, wedge-tailed pigeon, or emerald pigeon, or Alexandrian pigeon, number of varieties are there. You will go on, learn one after another. You will go on. Even the sparrows, there are number of varieties are there. Sparrows. Kingfisher, if you are seeing white-throated kingfisher is there, you have got small common kingfisher is there, stark-billed kingfisher, number of kingfishers. Like that, I can tell you in each and every species there are varieties of species are there. So this is how we are getting the hobby, and once you start it, there is no stoppage. And some of the people ask me this question also: what do you need for birding? What do you need for birding? Nothing you need. Nothing you need. No expertise is needed. It's not at all a scientific. Even Dr. Salim Ali is saying that it's not at all scientific. It's a very big. No, don't think that you need technical skill or anything. All you need is only two things. You need to have just less than 5,000 rupees investment. One binocular, a reference book, or field guide. Even today I am having a field guide. Latest field guide is with me, and this field guide I am using it nowadays. All 1330 species, 13 species are there mentioned in this booklet. So you one binocular, just take it for 2000. I'm having some 4 or 5 binoculars with me which are broken. Still I'm keeping my first binocular which I have used it. So like this, we have got some important things which are very very essential for birding. This is enough. But if you have got some more additional inputs, this will be very good. Take a diary, take a cap, take a bag, go for birding. There is nothing to stop you. And if you show some more interest, well, you go for a pair of shoes, shoes to walk in the scrub jungles and all those places, ups and downs, and then DSLR with the zoom. Well, these are all slight investments. Over the period of time, you will start doing all these things. Well, fine. So all these things, what I have shown is all the minimum requirement which you need. But what is more needed for anyone to have a travel with birds is nothing but these two things. Obviously, a good friend is needed. At least one friend must be with you, so that even if you are getting something, some kind of sharing, and all these things will be good if you are having a good friend who is also having a like mind. And time is very important, and time is, we have to manage our time. If anybody is saying I don't have time, I'm sorry, they are mistaken. Time is always there. We have to be the master of time. We should not be the slaves of time. That's what I would like to say. Well, next thing in my presentation is about bird photography. Now I am showing a bird here, which is one of my precious treasure, which I am saving it in my system, taken by me long back, about 2.5 years, 2 years back, 2 or 3 years, I am not sure about it. This bird is taken in action when it was flying, and I have not gone to any other place to shoot it. It was just in my next apartment. It was having its nest, and it was coming. I mean, set of 10, 15 birds were coming, and this bird is particularly called Alexandrine parakeet, and it is known as Alexandrine parakeet because it is having some red spot. This is identified by this red spot, Alexandrine parakeet. And this parakeet is called Alexandrine parakeet because Emperor Alexander came to India, and when he came to India, he found this beautiful bird, and he has exported it to Europe. I know, earlier in eBird International Global Portal, there was no Alexandrine parakeet, but now I'm seeing number of recordings are there in Europe. Earlier it belonged only to India, and now it is there in Europe also. This is a beautiful bird. It's a parakeet. In India, there is no parrot. We are having all small parrots. We can call it a small parrots called parakeets, and this is called Alexandrine parakeets. Now, when I'm talking about bird photography, I have taken this still photography with the use of the basic knowledge which I am having in birding. Now, I will list down what are the things which you require for bird photography. By and large, I use autofocus only. Birds cannot wait for you to, let Mr. Rajan wait. I will sit for him. Let him take a photograph. Then I will leave. It will be going on moving. It will not wait for you. There are certain birds like water birds will be there. It may be staying there, or it may be moving slowly. But by and large, birds move very fast, and it's very difficult to, record the birds if you are going and adjusting our camera with manual mode, shutter priority, aperture priority, all these things. If you are doing it, yes, I am trying all those things, no doubt. I am trying all those things, but basic skills are more than enough for you. And once you are taking the basic photograph of a gadwal, is some duck is there, you are taken a photograph, then you try your manual mode, shutter priority, and all those things you can try. So, guys, what I'm saying is a DSLR camera with a good zoom, some patience is required, and some respect to the bird's privacy is important. Never we should take the hatching or laying of eggs, or what you call the with the chicks. We should not take any photograph. Means they also have got a private life, and we should not come across them at all. This is ethics in birding. And in fact, if you want to take a photograph of a bird which is hatching, you go very far off, and if possible, use a zoom lens and try to take it without disturbing, without using the flash. This is how we try it. But otherwise, 99% I will not go for any nest photography at all. It's not ethical. Then comes a good software for correction. Whatever may be your exposure, there may be some correction, some cropping has to be done. It is only in the exposure, nothing else. You need not do make any photoshopping or anything like that. Just have some basic photos and start doing it. I think it will be good. But understand the behavior of the birds. In fact, I tell you, I do not know much about the software usage or anything. But what I am doing is, I know the color. I know the color of this beak. I know the color of this one. I am trying to match. It must appear natural. If I am getting that result by choosing the right white balance, well, I think I'm not any man. I'm not manipulating anything. So this is the one thing which we have to do it. Birding, photography, anything when we are viewing birds may be looking something different. Some colors may be different, but what all you have to do is you have to see that these are all appearing natural. Unless you are bringing the natural effect, all your photography is only distorted one. Well, next one, migration. As I told you, this is the one thing which I was, I think I'm in time. Okay, right. Okay, this is the one which I would like to say. This is a photograph recently I have taken in 2020, I think October, when the birds landed here in Delhi. I was taking this bird, bar-headed geese. And I would like to say that birds are better travelers. They are better than human beings. They travel. What is bird migration? I just want to tell you, because this is one subject which was so much attracting me, but I could not do much in it. I wanted to do it, but in those days it was ringing which we have to do it, and all those things were there. Nowadays GPS has come to track where the birds come from, where the birds go. All these things are available today. Out of 1,313 species which are recorded in India, more than 1,000 species are residents. More than 1,000 species are residents. Hardly around 300 species are coming from other places, in the colder places. Basically, fundamentally, I will say that 229 species of birds which are coming from the north and farther north. I mean, polar region, or Siberia, or Mongolia. What those places will be very chill. In order to avoid the severe cold place conditions there, they will come to the lesser cold places. For us, it is a colder area in Delhi during the month of December. But for them, it is a warmer one, because they are coming from severe cold area to our area. So basically, birds are migrating just because they are seeking a suitable place for their breeding and feeding, all those things. It's all there. There are some passage migrants are there. Some birds are coming from Australia, I mean Africa, South Africa to India, and then the birds are going to the northern area sometimes. These all things happen. Even in India also, there are some birds which will be passage migrants. They have got a visa, temporary visa, to come to India and then go on. This is how these birds are managing that. You will be surprised to know there is one grey wagtail which was mentioned in Dr. Salim Ali's book. A grey wagtail was ringed in Mumbai, which returns to the same lawn year after year, after it's going to its Himalayan destination. You will be surprised how is it possible. Fundamentally, you will agree with me, because I have watched the birds in Mayur Vigar in Delhi. There is the Sanjay Lake, and I used to visit this lake because my house was just on the banks of that lake. So at that time, I used to go to that water body, and every day I used to note what are the various birds there which are there. Rightly, exactly on 18th of March, these birds will be leaving from India. I have seen it for last 2 or 3 years. I have continuously monitored. 18th, 17th, or 19th of March, they will leave. At that time, the weather condition was like that. Before it was taking off, it will be making a circle in the sky. Until then, it will be only swimming in the water. Then they will take a round in the sky, and then they will try to, they acclimatize to travel for a longer distance, and then they will be pushing. So this is one example I have given, because if you want to tell me about migration, I have got number of things to tell. But one more thing I would like to tell about the Arctic terns. Perhaps some of you might have heard about it. Arctic tern is the one bird which is traveling from Arctic region to Antarctica, and again it goes back to the Arctica. Nobody is able to tell me. There also colder condition. Here also colder condition. I don't know. No one is able to codify what exactly is the reason why they are migrating. So migration, number of research work is going on, but I would like to say that still there are so many things to be revealed. Well, this is about migration. Let me go to the next part of my presentation. Now, from birding to conservation, I told you, birding is a passion. Passion leads to determination. Determination changes the path. Path takes you to the destination. That is how I have turned into an environmental activist. I'm doing all my environmental activities, right from taking up the plastic from the parks to to planting a tree. I'm doing all these things right now. The energy which I got is only from birding. only from birding, because it was a passion. Passion changed me into an environmental activist. This culminated into an NGO called Green Circle 20 years back, when I founded with like-minded friends like Mr. Murli. He was also a founder member, and we both, and along with some other guys, we have started an organization called Green Circle. Today we are doing some notable work in Dwarka and elsewhere in Delhi also. So this is all. I would like to give hats up to my love for birds. Birds are my gurus. This is how we have come to this level. So there was a saying, I think all of you must have seen it. Lester Brown has stated that we have not inherited this earth from our forefathers. We have not taken any property from our forefathers. We have borrowed it from our children. We have borrowed it from our children. We have to give it back as it is, or adding some wealth to it. Lester Brown has stated this statement. That is why I always believe in thinking globally and acting locally. Do something in the local areas. And now let me take you for the birding journey with me. Exactly the journey begins for birding, and I'm just going to take you to Tamil Nadu, to Rajasthan, to Himachal Pradesh, to Uttarakhand, Haryana, and New Delhi also. Yes, I'll do this one. Please come for a small travel with me. I'll take you all to these various places. My journey started in this place called Vellore Bird Sanctuary. Vellore Bird Sanctuary is Erode. Today, it is having its wonderful setup, and there is an arch, and it displays that it's a Vellore Bird Sanctuary. Believe it, it was started by me long back, 30 years back. And it is just near the Western Ghats, and this is a location. It's in Erode district, where we were working with Mr. Paramasivan GP. So I told him that we when we are going for the birding and checklisting the birding, I found a place, a water body where number of beautiful birds were there. Red-headed flycatcher, first time I have seen in that blue color bird. First time I have seen it in that water body. Then we thought that we must list out the birds. 100 plus birds have come in my list. With no, equipments with us, just small binoculars, and only one basic books which we are having. We were able to record 100 plus birds in that particular place. Today I am proud and I am happy that this is a milestone in my birding. Today, I would like to thank Mr. Paramasim, because I have come on transfer from Tamil Nadu to Delhi. I was not able to continue the work. Just I started this work. Mr. Paramasivan continued this work, and he was able to get it declared as a bird sanctuary. Today there is an interpretation center, watchtowers are there, children park is there, binoculars are given on rent, and full bunding has been done around that one. In fact, I remember that we were boating, in a round boat. We used to boat inside to go and note down the birds. In those days, it will be full of marshy places. We were not able to do it, but still we were doing in those days hard work. We have done it. Forest department was cooperating with us, and this is the booklet which was published by Mr. Paramasivan after my coming to Delhi in 93. 95 it has come there, but there is this is a front page of that book, a checklisting of birds, and he has given all the colors and all those things he has given to other people. Mr. Paramasivan was the president of Institute of Nature Studies, and myself was a secretary. And I was just initiating it, but I could not do much things about it. But there was some mention about myself. I'm just zooming it and showing it to you. See here. Thanks to Mr. Selvarajan, former secretary for Institute of Nature Studies, for pioneering this work. This one sentence, still I am preserving it even after 30 years, because this is more than Padma Award for me. Even if I don't get any award, I am not bothered. This one sentence speaks about my love for the passion and my love for the birding. And today it has got so many things in that. If you get a chance, please go to Vellore. And this is a hotspot, global hotspot now today. So that is the happiness which you get it in your total birding. Now this is a photograph I have taken it long back. The same Vellore Bird Sanctuary. Same sanctuary, we have seen several birds we have recorded. And this is the entrance of the Vellore Bird Sanctuary. And this is near Erode, Periyar district, near Satyamangalam. So you can easily locate the places. And it's a small village. And here is Mr. Paramasivan, who is my friend. This is last 15 days back only. He has gone for a checklisting with along with the forest department, and they have done it. Some around 150 birds they have species they have recorded it. So now I am really happy when I am seeing something which is happening in the Vellore Bird Sanctuary, because we have started it when it was nothing. So, guys, this is one photograph which I wanted to share it because I have tried my hand in this one, and you are seeing here painted stork, a swampen, your coot, and all those things are available here in this one. Well, this is the starting point. But I would like to tell you, this is birding is not just it's just a chance. Birding is not your right. Birding is not that you will get whatever you are liking it. You will not get. Sometimes you will be disappointed. Basically, sometimes birding brings you some other surprises. Sometimes birding does not yield the desired result. You might have gone to take some good birds, but you could have seen only the parakeet, which you are seeing, the rose-ringed parakeet, which is a common bird. You would have seen that one only, but the memories linger on. The memories linger on. Even today, I am seeing that particular day when I was shooting this photograph in Najafgarh, where when no other bird was available, I have taken this bird. It's a very common bird, but still, when I am seeing that, I am seeing that Najafgarh is just 15-20 kilometers from my place, and it is a Jeel water body, and this is another place, local area place. Okay, now no birds. If there is no birds, don't get disappointed. You will get some other things. An example here is the butterflies. See, n number of butterflies were there. In once I have gone there all along from Delhi to Erode to see the birds, but I was not getting any bird, and entire lake was dry. No, not even a single drop of water in that one. I was almost disappointed. And then I said, okay, let us go for some other jungle nearby. We will see. There is one temple nearby Vellore Bird Sanctuary. It's called Chennimalai, and we had gone there. And believe it, when we had gone there, I was surprised to see varieties of butterflies there. But it is not promoted as butterfly park. Still, if you go in the steps to the mountain, it's a small hill mountain. When you go there, you will find hundreds of totally, I think not less than about 1,000 butterflies I would have seen it. Even sometimes you are getting beetles, colorful beetles, and it makes you feel happy. Now, this photograph I'm showing you because of one reason. The birding also gives you surprises. This Kolli Hills is a place which is in the verge of Eastern Ghats, where it is meeting with Western Ghats. Kolli Hills is a location, strategic location, and this is mentioned in the Tamil literature. 2000 old literature also it is mentioned, because this particular hill was ruled by some very rich kings, and this Kolli Hills is famous for medicinal plants, herbal plants. Thousands of herbal plants are there. My friend Mr. Paramasivan has done his MPhil on these herbal plants in this particular area only. I said, okay, we will go for birding and find out. But when we reached there, he said we have to go down 1,000 feet to see whether birds are available in this water body. For that, we have taken this trek route, which was having 1,000 feet down. From top of the hills, we have climbed down 1,000 feet, and then finally we have reached this place. But water was not much, not in plenty. But still, we were not disappointed. I was about to cross the waters and was holding. I was sitting just there, looking at the rope, whether we can catch hold of the rope and cross this water so that I can reach the nearby to the waterfalls. But he said, don't go beyond that. It is a little bit deeper. Don't go. There is no need. Then I stopped there, and he was taking me a photograph from there. And I was looking for birds, but I could not get any birds. Today I don't have even a single bird record except this particular bird, which is called, common kingfisher. Earlier name was small blue kingfisher. Now it's called common kingfisher, which is uncommon in India. This bird we have taken in your mobile. That is the only record which I am having. But I'm not disappointed. I am not disappointed. We had gone there and we have seen the nature. We have traveled right from Coimbatore to this place, and we have seen all these places. Now, since we are disappointed, all our guys, he is also a naturalist, myself and my friend GP Paramasivan. We all had gone there. We were going to the watchtower to see that nothing was available. Then we were enjoying our place with hot pakoda, very very hot because it is colder area, and we were getting hot pakoda and bonda we call it in Tamil. So we were enjoying it, and it was so nice to remember till. So they have taken a photograph. Now, another disappointment which I would like to say in Tamil Nadu, Western Ghats, lovely place, number of places are there, but in Vedantangal is one of the historical, spot for birding. Vedantangal is just very near to Chennai. Murugaraj must be knowing it. He must be knowing it. And this Vedantangal is one of the, even in my college days, I used to hear about it. But when I went to this along with my family member and some other friends, there was a very big board in front of the Vedantangal bird sanctuary that is no admission. Season is over. So I was disappointed all along from Delhi. I have gone there to look at it, and they were not permitting me. But then I was requested them. Finally, they allowed me with seeing my camera and other things. They allowed me. Okay, you alone go inside, walk in this track, and come back very quickly. So I had gone there. I was seeing two or three flamingos and some pelicans also. I was seeing all these things. I was able to see, but not much of the birds were there. But these are all the disappointments which we get in birding. Yes, but we have seen that place. And after that, one occasion I have gone there, but that time today, Vedantangal is in trouble. Many real estate industry is trying to get into the Vedantangal location. Fabulous place where thousands of species. I mean, total 300 species. I told you, almost every species are coming to Vedantangal in the season. So, friends, sometimes don't go out. I was standing just near my house. There is small park here. I had a wonderful composition. This also, I love this composition because this a bird, which I got it, and the right angle I was able to get it at that time. So I have preserved it as one of my valuable catches. This is, Ashiprinia. Earlier, we used to call it as ashy wren warbler. When we were all doing it in the long time back, we used to call it as ashy wren warbler. Even in Salim Ali's book, it is mentioned like that. Now, taxonomy has undergone changes. And just I'm giving it for my composition, which was admired by one of my friends who is a professional photographer. He said, this is a good composition. So I preserve it for my my treasure. Now, let us walk to Uttarakhand very quickly. And here I will be showing you one of the important places in Uttarakhand. It is Uttarakhand, and in that there is Nainital. This is Nainital, and in Nainital, there is one place called Satal. Nainital itself is full of lakes. That is why Tal means lake, and Naini means ice. It is looking like ice. That is why I like Tal. It's called. There is Bhimtal, there is Satal. But Satal it is called because it is a combination of 7 lakes. Sat Tal. So it's my favorite place. Murli and I see one of the important things when we are traveling. In the last week, it was the offbeat travel he was doing. My earlier, speaker was talking on offbeat travel. I used to wonder because this is a well-planned one, and always we will be identifying some people who can give us better accommodation, better food. And now we have identified certain place like that, and we have started going every year to this particular place. A beautiful place indeed for birding. Now I'll show you some of the birds. You yourself can decide. This is blue-throated barbet. This is brown-fronted woodpecker. This is a colorful. This is lifetime. Once only I have seen it. That is Leothrix. This is Verdita flycatcher, which is available throughout India. You can go to any part of the India, you will find this bird. It's a small, cute bird, flycatcher, bird-eater flycatcher. And common, rose finch is also there. It is something. It's not exactly rosy, red and rose mixed, and this is a lovely bird. And this is called Eurasian jay, and this jay is similar to that of our common blue jay or roller bird. This roller bird is available everywhere. This is a bird which we can find it in the hill areas. A very lovely bird indeed. And this yellow bird is called Indian white eye. Earlier it was known as Oriental white eye. Now they are calling it as Indian white eye. The very important thing is it is something which is lesser than, I can say this is lesser than one sparrow. It is half the size of a sparrow, but it's having a beautiful feathers, color, and it has got it's known for its eyes, which is white in color with the cute bird. It's very nice. Even you can see it in your own next door or in your next park. You can find it, but you need to be a keen observer. And this is a special bird in the what is in the hills also only you can find it. And this is called white crested laughing thrush, and is also found there only. So well, these were the birds which I got it. I put I mean all the birds together in one single plate so that you can look at it together. Yeah, this is the birds which I have shown you earlier. Now let me go to the second plate, because Satal is a place where you will have beautiful birds, colorful number of colorful birds. This is slaty headed parakeet. You can also see the what do you call plum headed parakeet, also blossom headed parakeet. You can see the Alexandrian parakeets. So many varieties are there, but this particular bird we can find it in Sartal. And this is again that Leothrix. And this is something like a pigeon, your normal blue rock pigeon, which you are seeing in your door. This pigeon is a special pigeon, and there are several other varieties like emerald pigeon is there. This is wedge tail because it is not this tail is not broken into in two parts. It will be looking like wedge, so it's called wedge tailed pigeon. Lovely bird. And again, this is called a tit. It's a very small bird, little lesser than a sparrow in size. Tit tit tit. Its sound will come like tit 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 tit. So that's why it's called tit. There are n number of varieties of tits called greenback tit, and another varieties are there, grey tit, and all those things are there. Now here you are seeing this bird, which is greenback tit, and this is a Oriental turtle dove. This means turtle dove. It looks like a turtle. That's why it's called Oriental turtle dove. You have got your normal doves in your residential areas, ring dove, or your what you call spotted dove, and other things you can see here in our place. But this is a turtle dove which will be found in the hill areas. And this is a Oriental magpie robin, which is a very common bird which you can see in your neighborhood also. But beautiful, black and white or black and light yellowish. This color will be there in the feathers and body. Ah, I cannot forget this bird because I was staying in Bavali. When I was staying in Bavali, I was just early morning. I get up at 6 o'clock. I get up and I will go out for for a walk, small walk. Wherever I am staying, I will take my binocular. All the place I will say, "Oh, okay, you all get ready. Let me go out." I used to go out, and I found this bird in the top of the tree, which was making noise, and it's beautiful orange color and black color called Rufus sibia. Uh, is a great, lovely bird. And I would like to say this is a one bird which where we have found it. Khan that
Mahesh Khan.
Magesh Khan. There is one place near Bhavan where Magesh Khan is a place where Rabindranath Tagore was writing his Gitanjali. It's a beautiful, melancholy. You will get it, peace of mind. You will get it when you go to that place.
Forest.
It's a lovely forest, and we got permission to get in because it was closed when we had gone. We had got no, we had to talk to some other people, and then we have got inside. And at the entrance, I got this bird just for one pose. I could not get any other pose. Only one shot I could get, and this is called Indian yellow tit. I have not seen it afterwards. These are the birds which you have seen in the previous plate. And the third plate I will show you so that you can see the beauty of Satal. Satal is so wealthy, I would like to say. Greater yellow nap. This is like a woodpecker. It's a beautiful bird. And again, this is a premium catch for me. I was not expecting that I will see this bird. Blue colored bird with the orange background, rufous bellied Nil Tova. Nil Tova is because of its Nil color, blue color. It's called Nil Tava. And this is spotted dove all over India. You can see it. And this is called rufous breasted accentor, a very rare bird. And this is white-throated laughing thrush. You can see before a chaiwala dukan. If you go to a shop where there is a tea shop. You can see this one taking some food. I was taking some, not less than around 100 birds were there. It was waiting for some food items there. So this we got it there, and this is called chestnut bellied nut touch. It is called nut touch. This is also a rare bird which can be seen there. This is just now it has taken bath in a small pond in which was in front of it. After taking bath, it came out. I have taken a click. So this is called common green magpie. This bird, very cute it was. It was bigger than our normal, I mean, something like a pigeon. It must be that size, it must be. Is again, if it is having dried up, it would have been very beautiful look, but I could get a shot only with the wet feathers. And this is called crested bunting, very rare shot I got it. So these are the birds which I have seen. Now I have shown you 30. I think the 24 species of birds, all colorful, all beautiful birds. Now these are the two birds which I love most. Blue beauties, I used to call them. Magpie, this is yellow, I mean red-billed blue magpie, and this is called bird-eater flycatcher. This is found all over the country. You can find out. These two birds you cannot find everywhere. It's the hill areas only you can find. So these are the birds which I wanted to say. Now coming to the trekking part, travel part of it. Satal trek, I have a video, but I cannot. It will take time, so I will not run it. Just show you some of the movements so that you can. I have put it in my border Selva YouTube, so you can see it there if you want. Very quickly, I'll go through it. And there is a very good forest area where we were trekking together, and this is that area. And after coming out from that forest area, it was a very lonely area. We were advised not to go for the birding separately, because anything may happen to you if you are going. There is leopards were walking in that area, so people said that don't go inside, venture into it alone. But it was thrilling. Now, if I'm calling back, I was finding we have gone deep into it. I've got some other videos also, but now there's no time. Let me go. Please go through it. I will just. I think we'll go ahead, isn't it? Because if this is
and that trek route is going up to the point, a water point. Birds are there, and some animals are also there. We heard that even leopards are there, but we have not come across any leopards. But still, we should not go alone. We must go together in groups. That is better always whenever we are going in jungles. This jungle, in fact, is a wonderful one, still kept as it is.
Okay. Now let me go to the next one. See, whenever there is birding is an opportunity for you to know the places. This is what I would like to say. See, it is not just birding which we are going to do. I have gone to this tea garden which is in Shamket, which is near Bawali, where we were staying. And this is, the tree factory was also inside, and tree garden was there. So we had a watch of all these things. Then we have gone to a temple which is known as Bell Temple, Golu Devta Mandir in Bawali. It was beautiful, and lots of bells were tied there. And people said that after their prayers have been successful, they used to tie a bell there. And this is why huge number of bells were there in that one. Lakhs, I can say lakhs of bells were there of different sizes. And I have brought in one bell for me and for Murli, when we have put it in our cars respectively. Every time when I am driving, the bells will be ringing, and it's so beautiful. Silently, if you are sitting inside a car, you will be enjoying it, and the memory will be lingering on. So birding is an opportunity to go to places, as I told you. And this is a place called Binsar Wildlife Sanctuary, which was there when we were going towards Mukteshwar. We are going towards Mukteshwar from Bawali. So when we are going on the way, I have seen a green and red board, and I thought that this is a wildlife sanctuary. Yes, it was a wildlife sanctuary, and we decided to go inside it. We asked the people, rangers there. They said another 10, 15 kilometers you have to drive inside. Can you permit us? They are permitted on payment of some, receipts they have given, and we are gone. And this guy was driving this vehicle, and I'm sorry to say he's not with us now. He has become a COVID victim, and I miss one more beautiful person. He used to come with us in all our trekking and birding trips. Still a good photographer, fabulous photographer, and I miss him. This is Morley, so we miss him. Here he is sitting with us, and his vehicle, he was driving the vehicle all along, and this vehicle was caught into mud when we were going towards that top of that wildlife sanctuary, and it was caught in the, and we are not able to pull it out. It has gone very deep into that. One tire has gone inside. We were trying so much, and almost 2 hours we have wasted. And finally, we have found one road roller which was doing some relaying of roads, and they have helped us to chain it and pull it on. And then we have come out after 2.5 hours, 3 hours. It is a bitter experience for us, but still, I have several photographs taken for this adventure, and still I'm looking at them, and the memories come back to my, really I enjoy it whenever. It's a beautiful place, and several birds we have seen here also. No disappointment, and it was one of the toppest point. I think around 3,000, 4,000 meters, somewhere like some less than that, but it's one of the toppest point where you can have Himalayan darshan also. And come, let's go to Bharatpur. Very quickly, I will take you to Bharatpur. Yeah, this is, what's the time now? Time is there? Yeah. Okay, right. I'll try to quickly go through my presentation. This is Bharatpur. Bharatpur is in Rajasthan. Global hotspot, I would like to say. Once upon a time, it was a hunting ground for the kings and emperors. Now, there is a water body, natural water body, and this water body is having bunds on both. So in between there is a road which is going. So in this water body, now nowadays artificially water is brought from some other places, but earlier natural water was there. Earlier kings were using it for hunting and other thing. Bharatpur is a paradise for the birders. Now, these are the birds which we have taken in 2015 or so. You can see some two birds, of different species enjoying together. I have a mention of this painted star in the world ancient Tamil literature beyond 2000 years. And the same migratory, local migrant it is, and they are giving the same description of this particular bird. I have put it in literary work on this in fact in YouTube also. It's really amazing to see that this bird was mentioned 2000-year-old literature also. Birding trips are always eco-friendly in Bharatpur. You will have cycle rickshaws, and people used to go by cycles and cycle rickshaws. And sometimes you will be having this kind of horse-led, what you call, this kind of vehicles are also available. Eco-friendly all. Now the road will be in between. It's a Kacha road in between the water body. Water body is full. In between they have made a bund, and this bund is used for traveling together. Almost 15 kilometers you have to go inside. Once I had a family trip. My wife is sitting on the rickshaw, and I was trying my hand in driving the cycle rickshaw. So these cycle rickshaw people, they were all good in birding. They had immense knowledge about the birding, and they used to join us and tell us German name, Greek name, Latin name, all those things. They used to have birds. They are given training by Bombay National BNHS, Natural History Society. BNHS is Bombay Natural History Society. This gives them periodical training, and they are doing it. And this is myself. I have trekked on that day. I have cycled around 15 kilometers on that day, and it was a very lovely experience. And this is painted star juvenile, which has gone into our route, and my friend is sitting there who is no more. And we used to go there, and this particular bird was trying to cross the road without knowing that human beings are there. It was just crossing it, and we were standing still and taking some photographs. And here is a bird, beautiful bird, which is called pelican, great white pelican. And this pelican, I think around 200 meters it was above. I was taken this, and sometimes we take this photograph also. This is a hornbill, which you can see it even in Dwarka. You can see it. This is called reddy shell duck. Earlier it was known as Brahmini duck. There is Brahmini kite and there is Brahmini mina in India. These birds are given importance religiously also earlier, and now these are all renamed. Now it is called reddy shell duck, orange color and beautiful to look at. This is small blue kingfisher. Earlier it was called so, but now it is called common kingfisher. But it is uncommon in India, not common in India, but on the global map it is common. That is why it's called common kingfisher. This is a darter, and this is parakeet, and this is small blue kingfisher. This is your bar-headed geese. This is a migratory bird. And this is a plate which I wanted to show you. And some other wildlife also you can see when you are going into Bharatpur, like spotted deers were there, even jackals can be found, sometimes snakes, cobras, monitor lizards you can see, or sometimes turtles also you can find. We have seen all these things. Well, shooting from a distance is one of the art. I am trying to shoot some birds. You just see how these birds are now seen. It was standing there about 200 meters away, and we have taken very clear picture because sunlight was very good. It was luck one day. I would like to say that other birds were also there. Coot is there, and other birds are there. But this is one happiness when you are shooting also and taking patience to wait for time and correct sunlight and all those things. Bharatpur Bird Sanctuary is offering numerous birds like greylag, goose, your striated. It's a lifer for me, striated heron. It's not night heron. And it is white-breasted water hen. This is painted star. This is gadwal. Gadwal is available even in Dwarka where I am staying. And this is lesser whistling duck is called. It is also available. It is called a northern pintail. The tail is very pointed in, so it's called northern pintail. Beautiful bird. And this is already seen. So these are the birds which are shown to you. Now, very quickly, I'll go because you will lose your patience if I'm going continuously with so much information about the birds. This is the one which was flying in the top. Earlier, I was shown. No, this is this is when it is swimming. I'll just show you one small video. You can see how these birds are beautifully swimming. Just see, it is 15 seconds only. Lovely. A very big herd was available to us on that day, and we had taken this video. A premium catch for us, indeed. Okay. So with this, I'll go to the next one. Bharatpur is giving so many things. Let me go very quickly. I won't show you this one, but only thing is I'm just going to stop you at this particular point where
मैं देख रहा हूँ कई birds नहीं मिल रहा है.
he is a shopkeeper, tea maker, and he was once upon a time when he was young, he was a guide who was running his cycle rickshaw. So he was having a fabulous knowledge about the birds. He was talking about black bittern,
अच्छा आप जानते हैं
yellow bittern. He's talking about it. Very rare birds. He was talking about it. And he said that particular sanctuary is now not in good shape, he's saying.
Correct.
Let me go to the next one. Here I am going to talk about the travel. From Bharatpur, we were going towards Mathura and we have missed our route. Once, when we missed our route, it has become a blessing in disguise. We could not see the Saras crane in the Bharatpur sanctuary during that trip. But when we came out and we were going towards the field, and we were asking several hundreds of people to find out our route towards Mathura, we got into a village and where we have seen this Saras crane, which is the tallest bird in India. And it was beautiful, in fact. And Egyptian vulture was a very premium catch for all of us. If you want to see this bird, you will only see in the sky flying, very long heights you will be getting. But you believe it, when we were traveling in the village areas, Suddenly, at one particular point, we have seen some movement, and we stopped the car and took our cameras, set our cameras, and we were taking a photograph from inside the camera because it was just sitting very near. And later on, what we found, what we thought is, yes, we will go nearer to it and try to get. Just 15-20 feet away from this bird, we were able to take a beautiful Egyptian vulture, which is one of the largest vultures in India. And this Egyptian vulture twins were there. And we were lucky to see these two birds also in the Mathura route only. Both are using their beaks. This is a bird called pied kingfisher. It's something like kingfisher. It dives from the top, I mean around 30-40 feet above the land level. From there, it straight vertically it drops down and gets into the water and catches its prey. It's using its sharp beak, whereas this bird is using its spoon bill. The bill is like spoon. So it stands in the water and waits for its prey, fish, and it gets. So beaks are different, but target is same. Then from there we can come to Sultanpur. I'm coming to the nearer to the closing of this program. I'm coming to the Sultanpur National Park, and this national park is very near to Delhi. It is, I can say, it is around 50 kilometers from Delhi, but from my house it is only 25 kilometers. And it was once upon a time a salt extraction center, and it is giving you not less than around 300 species of birds, migratory birds, which is coming every time. This year, this park has been closed because due to COVID, they have not opened it till date. It's not open. Dr. Salim Ali has taken keen interest in getting it declared as bird sanctuary when he was there, and later on it has been upgraded to national park. National park means it is a center for biodiversity. Sanctuary means it is only for particular birds alone, birds only. But when it is upgraded, it is going to take more interest about the biodiversity, the whole system. So it's really nearer to Farooq Nagar, where Farooq Nagar you can see a lot of you got a port is there, fort is there. It's a very important place, once upon a time historical. These are the Sultanpur birds. I will not go into all these things. Let me go to the next one. The lover and the loved, which I have posted in my WhatsApp groups on 14th of February. This is a male bird which you can easily, always in birds, male birds will be very beautiful and the female birds will be a little duller. But it is to attract the female bird only, they are colorful. This is what the scientists and other people are suspecting. We can't say it is completely true. And this colorful bird, I had got a very good look of this munia. We used to call it as red munia. Now it is called red avadavet. And this is a beautiful bird. And here you are seeing just nearer to my house, 20 kilometers from here, we have got a Najafgarh bird sanctuary. I mean, not Zeel, it's Zeel only. It's not declared as sanctuary, but hundreds of bar-headed geese and hundreds of flamingos are there. So every year we go there and find out. This time we could not go very nearer. And these bar-headed geese, one beautiful thing about the bar-headed geese is they are best travelers on earth, in the sense they travel from India towards Mongolia in our Tibet regions and settle down, do further breeding, and they come back for feeding in India and stay in various places in plains. And this is a bird which travels non-stop. It travels 1,600 kilometers per day. You and I cannot travel this much kilometers like this unless we go by flights. And this particular bird climbs above 10,000 meters above the Himalayas for the one single reason. It has got some heating mechanism, self-heating mechanism inside its shoulder area, below the wings. When it is flopping that wings, what happens is this bird will be able to maintain the heat so that it can fly non-stop to this destination. And this bird was recently in news in January 2021 because of the bird flu in Pongdam in Himalayas. This is that particular bird when the close shot, and this is it used to be in groups, and this is when it is flying. It will make a lot of noise so that this mouth is wide open, and this is how the birds fly. Well, this is about the Himachal Pradesh. I have not touched the Himachal Pradesh. Kasoli is a good place, but I was going with the family I could not get much birds. Now this is a place called Mussoorie. You know, Mussoorie is one of the very beautiful places in Uttarakhand. And this place particularly, we have gone there to stay in ITBP with one of my friends there. And this was a lovely occasion for me to capture some of the birds. And this is Manali. I'll just mention about Manali, and then finishing touches will go complete it and go. This Manali is a natural delight for anybody. Number of birds are there. You know, for seeing all these birds, we need not go. We have stayed in camp, and this is Solang Pass, Solang Valley. This is Solang Valley, and near Manali only. Here it's one of the birds which I have shown in the previous one. I have shot this chestnut-bellied rock thrush in this Solang Valley, and this was a campsite where we used to stay in the tents. We used to stay, and all our program, all our things will be economical. We don't spend much, and we have got friends everywhere. All our friends will take us, and we used to have a friendly time when we all go there. This is one of my friends' place called Trek India. Its site. He is having a beautiful tents with him, and at Nagar, it's near Manali. It's called Nagar. Nagar is a very lovely place where you must go and see that Nagar. This is myself. I'm doing adventure park. It is also available in that campsite of Mr. Naresh Sharma. Naresh Sharma is living in Dwarka, but most of the time he will be in Manali only, and he will be arranging the camps and other things there. And this, we had gone to Jana Falls, which is very nearer to Manali, and we came back and we were taking tea somewhere. And here we tried our hand in the all terrain bike. This is called all terrain bike. We tried our hand, and this is beautiful. Where you can take Sidhu. This is called Sidhu. This is something like your momos. Momos are. It was resembling my idli for me, and this is some makika roti, and this is a red colored. Red colored rice is typical of Manali and those areas, the hill areas, and it's very healthy, and you can take this food. Whenever we go there, we take the local foods, and we feel very happy about taking the local foods. Otherwise, you are taking the same food in our home. We must try new things. The combination was very good. This side dishes were very good for us to take. And it's closest shot of that. And this is what is kapir, plum. This is plum, and this is Himalayan lizard, which we have shot there. And just I'll show this Nahar castle very quickly. This we can have a look at it. And this is castle is one of the oldest castle. You have got antiques there, and you have got beautiful construction. These central bars are wooden, and these are all stones, which are without any cement or anything. They were keeping it, and it is intact. That Manali, sorry, Nagar castle is still absolutely fresh, and as if it is constructed only to yesterday. And this is one view from the. You can have a Himalayan darshan from this castle, and this is the kind of construction which you can see here. So Manali is also offering some of the beautiful occasions for you to go for river rafting. We have tried it, and we both, Murli and myself, are there in the river rafting. We had taken some rafting because birding is one thing. We have got another things about the travel and beautiful adventures you can try when you are going out. So I will come to Delhi, and finally I will finish it before with a few small slides. Yes, this is a bird which I have called white-throated kingfisher. It was posing for me. It was in Danauri, and this is one of my important photographs which I have kept in a separate file. Najafgarh is there, Okla is there, Danauri is there, Sanjay Van is there, Aravali is there, Suratpur is there, Delhi Zoo is there, Sultanpur, Bindawas. You go anywhere and have some kind of beautiful time with the nature. Window birding, when COVID has come, what else you can do? You can be in your home, and you can see still migratory birds in your neighborhood. And sometimes, we go to rose garden and see the roses there. This is how we do it. We spend our time. When there is no birding, we go for other beautiful aspects of nature. Window birding, yes, it's really good. A small 15 seconds video, just see it. These are all window birding, and just 15 seconds, just look at it. All these birds you can see it in your neighborhood. And finally, I am coming to my sketches. I do sketching also on birds. Sometimes whenever I am seeing a bird and I am very much impressed about the bird, I come home and I take my pencil. I don't go for so painting work and other things. I take my pencil and pen. I do my I mean, and in drawing some sketches. This is all only passion which I just do it. Mobile photography is lost. This you can take mobile also. With mobile also you can take photograph. This is on my wedding anniversary. This is on 41st wedding anniversary. My environmental activists, all friends, have organized a tree planting drive, and my wife and myself, instead of celebrating it by cutting a cake, we have celebrated it with planting a tree. Good pixels, autofocus, clarity, everything is better than DSLR. Sometimes you can easily handle the mobiles. So these are some of my activities. To close, I would like to say, after getting into birding, I slowly started this Pavitra People project in Delhi to Dwarka, cleaning the Pavitra Tree, People Tree, Environment Day celebration by quiz, online quiz, and tree plantings, cycling, and Saturday Shramdans, tree re-erection. Tell me all kind of activities we are doing in Green Circle. So, guys, with this one, let me close my presentation here. Thank you very much, friends. Let us have question time if you want. I am ready to answer your questions. Let me stop sharing. This is what I am much interested. I would like to go on like this. Birds can exist without us, but we cannot exist without birds. This is my humble submission. Let's go on, love nature and protect this earth for our posterity. Any questions, you are welcome to discuss with me. Hand over to Vivek ji.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Selvarajan. Very interesting and informative webinar. Beautiful pictures you shared with us and the stories behind the pictures. Now over to the audience for their questions or comments or feedback. Deepthi was
Yes,
asked,
Jay.
yeah, yeah, Deepthi was asking about the pelican video that you showed. So was it at the Bharatpur Bird Sanctuary?
Yeah, it was in Bharatpur Bird Sanctuary only, pelican, but you can see it in some other places also.
Okay, thank you.
And in what do you call Vedantangal in south, you can see the spot-billed pelican. And here it's Great Indian Pelican. You can see it in Bharatpur. So the slight difference is that 2-3 species of pelicans are there. You can see it. Yes, anyone can ask me questions so that I will be able to reach you. I find several Green Circle members also.
Yeah, I think Mrs. Usha Jalpuri. Yeah,
Yes,
yeah, you.
I am also this nature loving person because I am from Kashmir. But Mr. Silvarajan, he has not visited Kashmir. There are beautiful birds and beautiful sceneries and environment. You should have
Yeah,
gone.
I
But
visited in
actually,
1985.
yes,
I visited in 1985 before the problems cropped up. After that, also I wish to go. And last year, one of my apartment person was in. He was posted in Srinagar. He called me. I could not go. This year we thought of going, but we are all held
but
up. Yeah.
anyways, you have by showing these things, your journey, it is fascinating. And I was mesmerized by your all these things.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Anybody Yes.
Yeah, Mr. Devanand, any comments from you?
Please.
Yeah, so it's wonderful to hear the presentation. Very well done. And it's very, very difficult for a birding person to complete a presentation at a short span because you keep on talking. So that's what happens. So one other thing I would really like to compliment is your consistency from 1975 to 2021. It's almost 46 years a journey. This consistency I have not seen in many of the people because first of all because I personally do wildlife photography and I've been to many places and you have taken me through the places where I've also visited
You are
like
in
Palanpur.
Bangladesh.
Yeah, I
Sorry.
work in Bangladesh. I'm
Yeah.
basically from Tamil Nadu, but I work in Bangladesh.
Okay. Okay.
So I keep crossing over to India, and I do, and mostly I used to do in Sikkim, West Bengal, Bhutan or Nepal. So because these are very close to me, so I can easily move there. And many other places I visited. So generally, what people do is wildlife photography means it's only tigers, because always people love to only take tigers here, there, all the trips like Ranthambore and all these places. They go there and they just show the pictures. So and second is the people passion is very it's short lived because they do for 1 year or 6 months or 2 years maximum. After that they forget everything. So
Okay.
that is something really appreciate the way you've been doing. And the most important thing is you are into wildlife conservation also. That's the most important thing which I'm trying to do. So I'm a member of Madras Naturalist Society. So we
Okay.
fighting for what we are talking about, Vedantangal. So we are
Okay.
because there is a factory problem from Sun Pharma. So we've been also writing petitions and everything, which we'll do highlighting it. So I'm trying to do that. So and it was nice hearing you talking, and all the best to you.
Thank you. I will join you very soon to take care of Vedantangal.
Okay, sure, sure.
Yeah. Good. Yeah. Anyway,
Thank you.
Niti Gupta, you wanted something to talk? Yeah.
If you are done speaking,
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you, Rajan sir. Okay, for it has been a wonderful listening to your journey, and we are always inspired and fascinated by your readings, by your guidance, and I would acknowledge through this platform that my younger son was truly inspired by you and introduced to birding through you only.
Yeah. He's
So.
doing very well. He's doing very well.
Thank you so much. Yes, he is doing now well, and courtesy to all the seniors when we guide them and give them good direction. Okay, so see, this is the only legacy we can give to our younger generation, and
Oh,
that's
sure.
what you have done. And if in our lifetime, even if we are able to inspire even a single person, I think it makes more sense. And you have inspired at least him. So credit goes
Thank
to
you.
you. Thank you so much. And seeing, he was also there along with me, watching your journey, and now he knows how all these things matter. Noting the birds, noting your places, everything. How does it matter? So it goes in a long way. Thank you so much. It was
Thank you
very
very much.
informative.
I will share the credit which you have given to Mr. Murali, who is along with me, and also Mr. G. Paramasivan, who has been with me always. Thank you. Thank you.
I would like to see that bird sanctuary. Certainly, one
Yeah,
day.
yeah, definitely. It's a very good place. Yeah. I'll tell you, I'll give you the details. Yeah.
Yes, thank you. Thank you, everyone.
Yeah, Mr. Gautam wants to ask something.
Yeah, Gautam.
So you started with crow. I have traveled, Africa. There the crow, there the crow is different, not black.
White neck,
They,
Yeah.
white with,
white neck, white neck,
and
white neck
then
crow.
I went to Iraq. There I have seen the crow. It's entirely different, not like Africa crow.
Yeah, yeah.
And the crow itself in India and there is different. And it's a
Yeah.
nice presentation. I have seen, I heard everything. I looked into the picture. Nice presentation, very beautiful presentation. I have some photographs from Africa about the birds. I have DSLR. I have 200 zoom. I have taken
Okay.
some photography, but not in a position like you have presented. I don't. I have photographs, but I can share you those photographs with you.
Yeah, Mr. Gautam, where are you placed?
I'm in Dwarka.
Okay, you are very okay. Okay. I was not getting from your. I'm not seeing your face in the this thing. That's why I was not able to get it. Yeah, thank you,
Yeah,
Gautam ji. Yeah, let us meet. Yes.
yeah. Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, Deepthi wants to know, is there a guide to all the bird sanctuaries in India? Like, do you have a guide or a book?
Absolutely, absolutely. We have got guides are there. We have got photo. I mean, there are number of books which are available on birding and the birding spots, hot spots. But I would like to tell the people, please go to eBird. It's an international global, portal where every information about every place in India is stored there. All hotspot. That's what I would like to say. When I saw my Vellode Bird Sanctuary, which we have started it is also mentioned in global hotspot. So everywhere you can easily get some idea where exactly located. All those things you can get. Then go on, use some kind of travel guide and other things. You will definitely go. Local guides are available in every places. My one of the strategies which I would like to say that always I go and keep in touch with some of the guides who are there in the particular places. In Bharatpur today there was a birthday for one guide. Today I have sent a greetings to him. So this is how I am in touch with them, because we can't treat them as just as guides. They have given so much ideas about birds. So like this, we can keep in touch. Basically, travel and birding goes hand in hand. And travel, you have to make it very comfortable. Offbeat travel, he was saying last week, and I was really surprised because of this single factor that for birding you have to decide the season, decide the location, how you are going to. You need to have a good night's sleep. Otherwise, next day you cannot trek for a longer areas, and you need to have the food which is suitable to you, number one, and take light food and go for your watching from the morning to evening. At the age of 65, I am doing it. Why not others do it at a younger age? This is what I would like to say. Even the moment COVID is not there, I will ask Murli, please come on, pack up everything, we'll go out. We'll go out definitely. I want to go the entire India and see birds wherever it is before I go to the last destination.
Can you share the name of the site which you mentioned, like
eBird, eBird, E for electronic, E hyphen bird. You go there, you will get almost entire world birds will be available there, and your location and other details will be there.
Okay, thank you, Mr.
Cornell University, yes.
Okay. Can we have a word from Mr. Mullidhar also? Because he
Yeah,
has
please
been
come here.
he has been a co-partner with you in your journey.
No, it has been a fabulous journey so far, and I am going to continue this journey. I am a passionate trekker. I've trekked in most of the places in Himachal, your Kashmir, Ladakh, Rajasthan, Goa, and along with trekking, I have picked up this birding also with Mr. Selvarajan, and I wish to continue it further.
A very silent person, but he knows every nook and corner of Himalayas, Leh, Ladakh, he has trekked and other places. And he used to join me. I always focus on my birding alone. He will be focusing on my stay and trekking, all those things. He will be deciding it. Now, this is a combination which we have. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, you are lucky to have him as your friend, and
Absolutely.
I thank all the Green Circle members for joining us today, and they can continue to be a part of our journey, because this ICF travel series Break Free, it's meant to take us to places where we haven't been before, and like we are still in COVID times, so it's a virtual travel series that we have been hosting. We have had like 13 sessions, and the recordings for our previous sessions, they are available on our ICF YouTube channel. Mr. Selvarajan can share the link with you.
Absolutely.
And we have a like WhatsApp group, ICF Travel Diaries. You are welcome to join that, because in that group we post the registration links for our upcoming sessions. And next Saturday, we are still like in the process of finalizing the speaker. The topic is going to be Himalayas because that's a common theme that binds us. But who is going to be the speaker? We are still in not finalized that. It can be Mr. Indranil Kar, who has already done a session with us, or it will be Nishtha Shukla. So she will be talking about the Himalayas. So we will share the registration link as soon as we finalize the speaker. And we really would like the Green Circle members to be a part of our journey. Mr. Selvaraj and Mr. Murlidhar, they attend all our sessions, and we will be happy to have others also,
Absolutely, sir. I will circulate the link and other things. They will join.
because this is a community that I feel should keep on growing. And
Absolutely.
so
Anyone
thanks,
else?
thanks, Mr. Selvarajan, for a wonderful
Thank you,
presentation.
sir. Thank you very much, sir.
And thanks everyone for joining us. Like we had viewers from India and Dhaka and Sri Lanka. So quite a wide audience we had today, and we will see you next Saturday at 4 p.m. Have a nice day.